So, first of all, how are you doing and how was your Sunday?
Yes, I'm doing great in my life. Thanks for asking. Tell me about yourself.
Yeah, it was boring, little bit. I didn't connect with anyone, and I was thinking to have conversation, but I was not feeling well. Now, like in evening time, I was feeling well, so I think yeah, I should start to have conversation.
Okay, so that's great that now at least you are feeling good little bit. So quite
Yeah.
amazing. Introduce yourself first so that my viewer can get to know something about yourself.
Okay, sure. If I talk about me, my name is Mantasha. I'm from UP. I have pursued my master from Urdu literature, and my hobbies I love reading, speaking, traveling, as well as I'm running YouTube channel, as you know, Plain Mantasha. That's all.
So, Mantasha, may I ask
Yes.
something about journey because I always observe your way of speaking is quite amazing. Tell me something about learning English, like what to do to enhance our vocab and to personally what I realized we should focus on pronunciation. Don't you think? So, what is
Yes.
your
I
opinion?
also think this.
How all the learners and beginners can improve and enhance their pronunciation while speaking.
First of all, they need to get feedback. I was also mispronouncing lots of words. I have some friends, they rectify me and they help me to know that where I'm lacking, where I'm making mistake regarding pronunciation. Like I do mistake A sounds. So sometimes I practice. There is one application, ELSA application. I do practice. It's totally free, completely, and it helps me a lot. It also boosts my confidence whenever I just add some word. I can add the words from myself, right? And I can pronounce, and the machine, the AI tell me that I'm pronouncing correctly or not. So that's how I get the feedback, and it's really helped me. And on the other hand, I do mistake after correcting, rectify myself. I just repeat it. But when I know that which is what are the words I am mispronouncing. So I just focus while speaking that, yeah, this is the word is I'm gonna say. So I have to be careful while speaking it and I have to speak correctly. This way I also improve it. And yeah, if you have someone's and if you are taking paid application like you are so and you are just connecting with teachers, so they can also help you to help to you that improve your pronunciation, I think.
Yes, you are right. I think I have watched your one of video with yes, Survey sir. I think I watched. So in that video, you were also talking about this application Elsa. Am I
Yes.
pronouncing it correct? Elsa.
Yeah, you are pronouncing right, Elsa.
So that day I also thought like let's search, but I think after some time I was busy
What
in some.
happened now? This is the application. Truly, honestly, what I say, I have installed this application, but I used only 5 times. It's completely free for practicing pronunciation, but I am taking granted if it will be paid application. So
You
I
your
use many times, I think. So that is what I wanted to say. And yeah, but if you have someone's friends, teachers, and someone says a good at English, so you can just get feedback from them. That will help you overall your English.
yes, yes. You know that I always try to do this thing. Means whenever I realize that if I find any word like I'm not able to know it correct pronunciation, so sometimes I just search it and I took help from Google. And sometimes also in my schools there's some teacher who are very good at English and so much fluent also. So I always try to ask little things to them, and they are also feeling
Yeah, that
happy
is very
that now
important.
That's why they are also appreciating me. Miss, earlier, you know what happened with me? Whenever it came to ask something about English, so I was feeling shy. Like, what will they think about me? That I myself English teacher and I'm asking such type of little things. But nowadays, you know, I'm not feeling like this. Whenever I got any confusion in any sentence, in any word, so I just because I trust them because yes, they are better than me in English. So I have to.
Exactly.
There's no shame.
And
Type of feeling I got only by
exactly, in learning, there shouldn't be any shame. Like, na, if someone says elder than us, like not younger than us, so we should ask it. There is no problem. There is a learning. In learning, we shouldn't feel embarrassed, I think.
but you know earlier why I was doing like this just because I was quite introvert type person. So this type of feeling I myself feel like this, and nowadays I'm not feeling. Nowadays I'm feeling myself like yes, little by little, but I have become
Yeah.
extrovert type.
Yes,
That's
yes,
I
exactly.
never feel any side was, so I'm just asking for correct pronunciation sometime and sometime any sentences I'm asking, and sometime I'm taking help as a Google. But yes, now I'm thinking to apply that application as you are suggesting, Elsa.
Exactly what happens that when we make mistake, na, no one is ready to correct us. There are few people they want goodness for ourselves, right? That's why they correct us, rectify us. They want us to speak good at English, right? That's why they rectify us. They help us. No one is ready to freely give you the advice. Just do this and rectify yourself and just do like improve yourself in this era. Like you are just lacking of pronunciation, all the things no one is ready to help you freely, I
Yes,
think.
right. Yes, yes. So nowadays, I think you are investing your time most on that application, ChatGPT, and you are also doing your practice more with that app.
For 2 days, I'm not using it. I was just doing, I'm investing my time in writing. I'm giving some times for writing
Okay,
skills.
so whenever you are going to write, just suppose in English, which type of things are you writing for your writing practice?
I do like whatever my negative thoughts and whatever the doubts is come in my mind, I jot down something. Whatever I feel whole day, all the things I jot down. So I feel
Okay.
very light. I don't feel stress at all. I jot down
That,
and just yeah, in my diary. And sometimes I just describe the pictures. So yeah, it's really helped me to expand my vocabulary.
yes, yes, and as you are saying that describing any pictures through writing, so this is also quite amazing thing because it is helping a lot in English speaking.
But in
Uh,
beginning time, it's very boring work. It's not. It's very
yeah,
monotonous. But when you start it, now you get enjoyment.
and you know means from always I'm taking so much interest in writing. I never ever got myself bored by writing. And yes, so for writing practice, do you know what I do mostly? Means mostly I just write any story. Sometime there's a story in my mind in my mother tongue, so I just try to write the whole story into English and this type of. But you know that only just due to lack of time I'm not doing this practice more. But
Yeah,
yes,
but try to avoid to translating. If you will avoid translating Hindi to English, then you'll just start to think in English. And it's
yes,
happened with
yes,
me. Most of the time, I think that I should go to in translating Hindi to English, but no, it's not like that. It is really confusing and overwhelming. It makes lots of
yes, yes.
confusion.
But I'm not thinking so because I'm taking so much interest. And as I mentioned, like sometime I also write any story. Just I listen that story English to English. So I try to write the whole story which I listened in English. And sometime there's any devotional type of story. Uh, means when my husband told any this type of story, means mostly he's telling always. So that story I try to narrate the story in my by my own, so like this I'm doing, so I'm not getting bored. I'm also taking so much interest in this, and in this way I also find myself able to make sentence, to create new sentence like this. So Yes, but sometimes
That's
there's
really
some word.
amazing. If you are enjoying the process, so there is no problem at all. Because of
Yes,
some people don't enjoy the process and it makes so much chaos. So that's something I would say.
yes, that's why I was telling. Sometime means we all have a different perception to enjoy or to see, and means any object. So
Hmm.
it doesn't matter that you are taking interest in that thing. So it means that I will also take interest in that
Exactly.
same. So yes,
For
that's why
example,
sometimes.
some people like to watch movies, some people like to podcast. That's how they improve their listening skills. Everything doesn't fit everyone, I think.
Yes, you are right. And just because of this only, sometime I also, whenever I made my solo video, so I said these things like to all the learners and beginners who literally want to learn English. So if you really want, don't try to follow others always. Yes, sometime it's mandatory for us to follow like all others, but not all the time. Sometimes we should try to think about our interest, like in which we are taking
Exactly.
interest.
Yeah,
So
it was happening with me as well. I was just trying to deliberately to watch more videos, like watch movies, but I was not into it. Deliberately, I was just trying to improve my listening skill through that. People say that there is a dialogue and we learn practically like that, but it was not working for me. I love to watch TED Talks and I love to watch like native speaker who is very fluent in India Indian people who is very fluent in English. So I love to watch those people as well as the native speaker who is very good speaker. I love to listen them. I don't like to watch movies sometimes. Once in a blue moon is okay. Not deliberately to watch every day. It makes me feel very monotonous and like that I'm not comprehending at all. I don't comprehend at all the
That's
sentences.
that's why I was telling. Now, look, you are taking interest in listening native speaker or good Indian speaker, as you are telling. And do you know, means earlier I was also thinking like whenever people are suggesting in initial day you should try to do this, do that. So I was doing all the thing, but sometime I realized like yes, I'm doing, but I'm doing it reluctantly, and that's why I'm not comprehending myself. Means my reading skill, listening skill, any type of
Yeah,
comprehension. So
it same goes to reading as well. Like
and
what we do that we just follow others, just read this book, read that book. We don't know our preference and just go and follow with to those people's, and then we order that books and start to read. Then we lose the interest at all.
yes, that is the thing. And I also faced these things a lot. Then after some time, what I realized, like, yes, I will try to do this thing in which I can take interest. So very soon I found like, yes, I'm taking interest only in listening motivational type things like motivational speech, motivational story, and still I'm listening only this thing whenever it come to like yes do listening practice. So I'm just suppose cooking, and I just play any story, motivational story. So I try to listen it, and as you are saying about
Yeah,
movie,
because
I
now
wanted to watch and listen movie, but I was not taking interest in that. I just skipped after some time.
what happened that we are people na seek the information knowledge, we will get the knowledge. So our first goal should be to comprehend this language, to
Yes.
comprehend the reading whatever we are reading. If we are habitual of reading and we comprehend every sentences in English, then we go to for information books, knowledgeable books, we can go with that. But before comprehending, we shouldn't, I think. It will be very hard for us to understand the sentence in reading and simultaneously understand the information knowledge we are getting from book. It will become very hard for us, I think.
Yes, you are right. So, I means for reading also means I want to suggest everyone who want to do reading practice. So, first of all, try to think about your interest in which type of things you are taking interest. So, only
Yes, exactly. And what's happened with me back then time, I used to like read lots of stories. And you don't believe that I used my mouth was tired. Like my mouth was used to tired, and I used to feel very pain in my cheeks. But I didn't stop to read those stories. It was very amazing. And that's what I thought. Yeah, that was like stories also, good stories also play a very crucial role to make a habit of reading, I think, and our interest as well.
Yes,
Because
yes.
now, when we follow our heart, when we follow our interest, so we just get the make the habit easily, I think, of
Yes.
reading.
And that in my initial day, I have also purchased a book by just its name. Like yes, its name is Power of Positive Thinking. So yes, it is good book. I'm not telling that this is not a good book, but I am not taking interest in that book. So soon I realized whenever I just went to read the book. So I after some time I was feeling myself like I'm feeling sleepy and I'm getting bored. Like this type of feeling started coming in inside me. So I said what to do now. So I just purchased another book and another just only for trial. So finally what happened, I was having lots of book.
I also
So
do this
I
thing.
yes, so I finally realized, like, yes, this is the book in which I'm taking interest. So I said, okay, so let's finish the book at first. After that, I will means read those book also day by day. Means, but in initial day, we should try to read or listen those type of things in which we can take interest, so that we can consume something and we can utilize this in our speaking. So this type of things. When I was reading that book, so I was not means consuming anything, I was realizing. And when I started reading my favorite book, so in that book nowadays I can say, like, yes, I'm having lots of topic to talk. And sometimes suppose I'm making any self talk video, so I have lots of topic from my book. Like, yes, this is the good topic, I can make a video on that particular topic. So like this, just because of my interest.
Wow, it's really amazing. That
Yes.
topics help you to make your video as well. That's really amazing.
And do you know, Mantasha ma'am, I'm going to share something funny and you will definitely laugh a lot after. Means,
Okay, you can share.
I,
No problem. I'll not stop you.
I watched your video, and in your video you were showing some books, your book, and you were suggesting, like, yes. So in that book you said Rich Dad and Poor Dad. I completed that book, so I should. Oh my God, Mantasha ma'am has means complete means read this book. That's why means she is so much fluent and she is speaking like this. So I should also purchase this one, and I should also read this like this whenever. And sometimes just suppose I am watching Rajni ma'am, means anyone, Nutan ma'am just suggested she is reading Munshi Premchand book. So whenever I listened anyone uh, to like suggesting any book, so I just purchased. And I was not means in my initial day I was not thinking, like, yes, in this book will I take interest or not. I just purchased, like, oh no, no, if Mantasa ma'am is taking interest, so definitely I will also take. So like this I'm doing. But yes, I'm having, and definitely I will read all the book. But nowadays I'm reading the book in which I'm taking interest, and also it's my favorite.
But it is very hilarious story. Literally, I felt very happy.
I think we have talked enough.
Yeah, that was really nice conversation with you. You're a very nice person.
And do you know, I enjoyed a lot the very first day when we talked first time. So that time I was not feeling so friendly. I don't know why, but today itself I'm feeling so much friendly with you, and it's quite
Yeah,
amazing.
same here. Likewise. Yeah, it
Okay,
was
so now,
really nice conversation. I hope that this conversation will help beginners who is struggling to find their interest in reading and listening. It will really help them.
yes, definitely, it will be very helpful for
Yeah,
all the learners and beginners.
yeah,
They
exactly.
can watch, means both keen learner, and also they can get themselves motivated by watching us. Like,
Yes, yes, definitely.
okay, so
Yeah, thank
bye
you.
bye, take
Bye.
care.